Welcome to the sports segment on my community. My name is Bayonle Arashi. I'm always excited coming your way every week on the show, bringing you the best of sports and news highlights across the world. Today, let's go straight to the news. The 22nd edition of the FIFA Under-20 World Cup kicked off in Poland on May the 23rd, and 4 African teams, of course, participating in that biennial championship contested by the FIFA member teams across the world. The 4 African teams that are represented this year, namely Mali, Senegal, Nigeria, and of course South Africa. Senegal, playing in Group A, is the first team to qualify for the next round after winning 2 of their first 2 group games by beating Tahiti 3-0, and of course beating Colombia by 2-0, while South Africa is the first African team that will be exiting the championship by losing their own first 2 games. They lost to Argentina by 5-2, and of course they lost to Korea Republic by 1-0. Current champions Mali will really have to beat France to have maybe like a huge chance to qualify for the knockout round of that particular championship. They drew their first game against Panama 1-1, but of course they beat Saudi Arabia in that very huge scoring game by 4-3 to have 4 points from 2 games at this year FIFA Under-20 World Cup. I hope you are enjoying the championship, and I hope you are watching all the future stars of the beautiful game in that tournament. FIFA Under-20 World Cup has really brought a lot of superstars in the past, including the now known world star himself, Lionel Messi, still on the Under-20 Championship World Cup going on in Poland. And now to the one that I'm always very passionate about, Nigeria. Of course, Nigeria is playing in that tournament, and they are placed in Group D alongside Qatar, Ukraine, and of course the United States, which even makes it even tougher because United States is home, Nigeria is a home country, so it's really complex, but it is what it is right now. The Nigeria Under-20 Flying Eagles, that's what they are called. They won their first game by beating Qatar by 4-0, and of course a lot of people were excited that maybe they can go all the way in the championship, but they lost their second game to the very young, determined and talented United States Under-20 men's side. They lost by 2-0. If you watch that game or the highlight of that game, you will probably be very disappointed as a Nigerian, because the USA side, they showed character, they showed talent, they showed discipline, while the other team, Nigeria, were just running around the field, not playing with any tactical know-how, and the coach, of course, doesn't look like he has any idea of what he's doing in that particular game. I'm always very passionate when I'm talking about the Super Eagles or any national team coming from Nigeria, because I think we have to get it right. We need to know what we're doing, and of course, if United States should beat Nigeria in maybe basketball, none of us will probably be bitter about it, but when it comes to football, soccer as they call it here, many of us will really have a lot to say in that one. You need to look at the team list, and of course look at the pictures of the team showing right now, and of course look at the picture of the United States men's national team, and decide for yourself what that age category championship has to do and why we are really where we are right now. They have no choice than to beat Ukraine on Friday, which means if you are watching the repeat episode of this show, the match must have been played yesterday. Of course, if you are watching it live on Thursday night, it will be played tomorrow. They really have to beat Ukraine to have any chance of really qualifying from that group and going to the knockout round in this year's FIFA Under-20 World Cup in Poland. I really hope they qualify from that group, and if not, we will still go back to that drawing board that has refused to break in the past, and of course still do the same thing in the next few years in the championship. Moving on now to still FIFA's event, but this time around it has to do with the women. The 8th edition of the FIFA Women's World Cup, the quadrennial international football championship contested by FIFA women's national teams, will be played this year also in France. France will be hosting the quarterly every 4-year championship in France this year, and Nigeria will be a part of that one as well. That's one tournament we have also not done so well for ourselves, But this year, I really hope Nigeria will go far. 3 African teams are going to be represented in that tournament, namely Cameroon, Nigeria itself, and of course South Africa will be in the championship. Nigeria is placed in Group A in a very difficult group. Very difficult, I must tell you. You need to check it out. They have to play Norway. We know the Norwegian has one of the strongest, if not the strongest, women's football league in the world right now. And of course, they will be playing against Korea Republic, known for always dominating this championship, and the host country itself, France, in Group A. I really hope the Super Falcons, of course led by the one and only Asisat Oshoala, will really do us proud by at least making it to the last 4 of that championship. We'll be looking, and of course I'll be giving you further updates about that championship in the next few weeks, as the tournament will not kick off until June 7th, and of course it will end July 7th this year. Moving on now to another one, of course, that will be happening right here in the Americas. It is called the CONMEBOL. The first 6th edition of Copa America will be played in the home country of Brazil. But the major news coming out of Brazil yesterday was that the captain and the number one man and the star of that squad in Brazil, Neymar, has been stripped of his captainship of the Brazilian national team, and of course given to his Paris Saint-Germain teammate. That guy is beast. Very bad boy. He has been a very good player. He played for Barcelona for many years, and of course he played for Juventus for many years as well. But this time around, he will be leading Brazil to this year's CONMEBOL tournament. Dani Alves is the one I'm talking about. I think he's about 34 year old now. He is the captain of the Brazilian national team after it was being taken from Neymar. I guess they want him to sit up and get to play his football and really enjoy himself and entertain the people. Hopefully Brazil can go all the way in the tournament. But of course, another news filtering in regarding this CONMEBOL championship is former President Barack Obama advising the Argentine national team, and led by Lionel Messi, because he felt Lionel Messi should win something with Argentina before he retires from the game. He says one of the things that will really help them in the championship will be unity. We hope to see unity among the Argentines and of course among the teams that will be playing in this year's Copa America. Finally, on the show this week, the Europa League championship final will have been played by the time this show is aired. But definitely next week, I'll give you the highlights of that particular one. But I want you to predict who will win the Champions League final between Tottenham Hotspur and Liverpool. Remember, Liverpool qualified for the final last season, but they lost it to Real Madrid in that encounter. This time around, a lot of people feel the team is ripe enough and they might go all the way. But who do you think will win? Is it going to be Liverpool or Tottenham Hotspur? Send your prediction to me via Twitter or of course Instagram at MidaSoccer. It's showing on the screen right now, and let's discuss that one. I really hope you guys enjoy your weekend and enjoy yourself, and of course keep doing sports. I'll see you guys again next week, God willing. My name is Bayonle Arashi. God bless you all. Bye bye now.